Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to have you here, and if you're just seeing my face for the first time, you're going across YouTube and you just came across this awesome face. You're also welcome to my channel. I am happy to have every one of you here. So today, without wasting any time, we will move right into the topic. So this is a Today I'll be talking about the Government of Ireland Postgraduate Scholarship Program. It is a postgraduate scholarship program for both masters and doctoral, like PhD and masters as well. So let's go right into it. The application deadline is the 23rd of October 2025, and as we can see from the dates, we are really behind, and it's going to close very soon. I think that's next week. So if you truly want to grab this opportunity, you have to act fast and start the process as soon as you can before the 23rd of October. And the supervisor deadline date is the 6th of November 2025, and the research office deadline is the 13th of November 2025. So let's go into the video. The Government of Highland Postgraduate Scholarship Program is an established national initiative funded by the Department of Further and Higher Education Research, Innovation and Science, and managed by Research of Ireland. The Government of Ireland Postgraduate Scholarship Program is unique in the Irish research landscape and complements other channels for funded postgraduate education in the Irish ecosystem. Among its features are individual prestigious award for excellent research in the name of the applicant, an objective selection, blah blah blah. I think you should read this yourself because I don't want this video to be unnecessarily long. So it's good you read this yourself. You have a lot of reading to do actually, because in this video I cannot cover up all the reading. So you'll do your own job by reading it yourself. Now, this is the call document. It says download, though I have it downloaded here already. But for the first time, just download it and you'll be able to go through whatever is in there. So this is what we have in there. So here we have the call open, which is the day this scholarship was open. It was open on the 11th of September 2025. An FAQ deadline is 16th October. An applicant deadline for those applying, like for anyone who has decided to apply, or anyone watching this video who wishes to apply for this. It closes on the 23rd of October 2025, this month. So we have to be fast about the application. And supervisor deadline, which is you searching for a supervisor, it closes on the 6th of November. We still have a bit of time there, 2025. And the research office deadline is 13th November 2025. So this is every date that we have, the date you need to know. It's all here. Terms and references, you can read that yourself about the research. It says Research Ireland is the National Research and Innovation Funding Agency, which was established on August 1st, 2024. Research Ireland amalgamates the activities of the Irish Research Council and Science Foundation Ireland. So the purpose of this call is this. You can also read it. Program overview. This is the program overview. And strategic funding. These are those funding it. A number of the government department agencies are funding it. Environmental Protection Agency are funding it. Department of Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth are funding it. Met Aaron and Department of Foreign Affairs. These are all the people funding the scholarship. So, while applicants may apply for one of them only, those who choose to apply for a strategic funding partner grant will also be considered for a Government of Ireland grant. Should they not be aligned with the strategic funding partner theme, Research Ireland will check that applications submitted for constitution under a strategic funding partner strand are broadly aligned with that theme. So you read the rest. I don't want to read everything. So what we offer, this is what I am interested in and what I think we all are interested in. So the offer, he said this grant will support suitably qualified research masters and doctoral candidates. So it's for masters in research and also a doctoral candidate. So anyone for the masters and the doctoral who are intending to pursue full-time research in any discipline, the duration of a government of Ireland postgraduate scholarship ranges from 1 to 4 years, depending on the type of degree being pursued. The value of the scholarship will be up to a maximum of 34,000 euros per annum in any approved year and will consist of the following: a stipend of 25,000 euros, a contribution to fees including non-European Union fees paid to the host research body up to a maximum of 5,750 euros and eligible direct cost of 3,250 euros to enable the awardee to carry out the research project. Sorry. So this is all what they will be giving out for the funding. So please note, the scholarship grant must be accepted in full, including all three budget headings listed above. Applicants are not permitted to apply for or accept funding for only one, okay, or two of the budget headings. Partial acceptance of the grant is not allowed under any circumstances. Duration and structure of the scholarship. So this is the duration of the Government of Ireland Postgraduate Scholarship, which ranges, as we have read earlier, from 1 to 4 years, depending on the type of degree you're pursuing. So for masters by research, it is 2 years of funding, and they'll be granting you funds for the 2 years. And for the doctoral degree as well, you'll be granted fund for 4 years. So it is also further written. It says degree type is masters by research and doctoral degree. Dates of first registration. We have the dates here. And here, an academic year 2025-2026. So we are applying now this year 2025, but the full lecture and the whole research and everything starts 2026. But the application ends, and I've started since September, but ends October this month. Ends October as it is written here above on the 23rd. See here, that's when it ends, and it has been open since the 11th of September 2025. But the full work and everything resumes fully after you have been accepted. Then your resumption into Ireland and to start your academic year starts 2026. So this is everything here. So you can do well to read all of this by yourself because it is so long. We have lots of information here. But if you truly want to know the details about the scholarship funding, you have to read this. It is well detailed so that you can know exactly what you're doing and what you're applying for. So I'll move to the next one. But let's take note, this is open to everybody, regardless of the age and regardless of wherever you're from, whatever nationality, it is open to everyone. So let's have that in mind. Can you see it is really long, but we have everything here. If you read it, you know what to do. You see here, you have how to apply. You can go through it so that you can know what you're doing. And you can see here as well, applicant gender identity and research, blah, blah, blah. It's all here. Just do well to read it. So I'll go back to our previous page. So now, it says strategic funding partners. I think we read that earlier. Yeah, we heard it. These are those funding it. Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth, Department of Foreign Affairs and Met Area. These are the departments funding the scholarship. And we have eligibility changes effective from 2026 call. This is the call they're talking about, this one, the call document. So they are picking that out from this call document. So you should know that you have to read this call document. This one I have opened earlier. Yeah. You have to read it so you can know what all of this entails. I'll go back. So it says eligibility change. The program will now be open to new entrants to a master's of PhD program or to register students in the first year of the degree for which they are seeking funding. Please refer to the eligible first date of registration stated in the call document, aligning with the full degree funding model. Academic supervisor may act as primary supervisor for no more than one applicant to the program. There is no restriction on the number of applications where a supervisor may serve as a secondary or co-supervisor. So we go to the next one, what we offer. So in the other one I've read it earlier. This is what they are offering. So it has been read earlier, but I can read it again. It says the value of the scholarship will be a maximum of 34,000 euros. So they'll be giving out 34,000 euros per annum if you have been approved for the scholarship, and a stipend of 25,000 per annum. A contribution to fees, including non-EU fees, up to a maximum of 5,750 per annum. In case where the grant recipient is in non-EU, this is for those whose country is not under the EU country. So if you are not under the EU, Africans and all of that, if you are not under the EU countries, you can see here that a maximum of 5,750 per annum will be given out to you. And let's keep reading. They may request an additional 4,000 euro per annum over and above the standard fee contribution. Any remaining differential in fee must be paid by the grant recipient and or the research body. Eligible direct costs of 3,250 euro per annum. So that's for that. And downloads. You can download all of this and go through it as well. As I said earlier, I said you have lots of reading to do. So this is just guidelines on how to go about it. This is in indicative application form, indicative primary supervisor form. This is for the supervisor. You have to fill out the form. Guide for the online system supervisor. So this is guide on how to apply or how to find a supervisor. Yes. And guide for the online system applicant. And this is guide on how to apply. So just read it through and you know what it entails. Key dates. Yeah, we saw this earlier, so we don't have to go through it again. And now how to apply. This is exactly where we are going. This is our main aim and objective for this video. So application must be submitted through the Smart Simple platform. So let's click on this and let's try to apply. Take you through on how to apply and let's see how this goes. Okay, we're there now. So for new applicants, you have to register first. Register here. Okay, and click applicants. And now title. I'm just putting you through on how to apply. So whatever name or details I put in here is not something authentic. But when you are doing yours, you make sure you put your authentic details. So woman, date of birth, just pick something. 1st of October. Let's change the year. Of course, not 2025. Just change it so maybe just pick 1989. That's for that first name. I'll just put Mary. So you put your own real name when you're applying your real details. And last name, I'll just put AZ. And email. Contact number. I'll just put any number in there. street address. Just put code 2. Okay, and just pick one. Just pick anything here. Street address. So no, just one address. If you have 2 addresses, you can put in there. Then postcode. I just form something. Okay, Nigeria. Yeah. Country. What is your nationality? Your passport issuing country. I'll just put in Nigeria here as well. I'm not a robot. And then we submit. Street address too cannot be empty. Okay. I'll just find something to put. So we submit this. It says, thank you. You have now successfully registered as an Irish Research Council applicant. You will shortly receive a message, an email with your login details. Okay. I think I have the email here on my phone. Now it just came in. So I'll just check my phone. Yeah, it's here. Okay. It says you have successfully been registered. Please go to the address below to activate your account and set your password. So I'll just do that on my phone here, and we log into it on the system. So I'll quickly do that here now. So I can activate my account. Okay, when you're activating your account, all you need to do is to put in a password, the password you want to use for your account. That's all they need. Just the password. So that's what I'm trying to do on my phone, because it will be sent to your phone as well. So you can do it on your phone when it's been sent to you. Okay, I've done that now. So I'm submitting that on my phone. Yeah, I've done that. And after you're done doing that, the next thing they will do is they send you a temporary verification code. Temporary verification code. So that code, I'll come put it here on my laptop so we can all see it. So let's just go back. Back. I'm trying to go back to the page. Again, like the first page. Yes, here. So now I put in my email. And I also put in my password. And log in, and let's see if it takes us in. Not now. Yes, we are in now. So remember I told you I was sent a verification code. So I just put in the code now. They sent another one. 769 and submit. Yeah, so we are in. So this is the next page you're going to get after you do all of that I just did. Just accept. Okay, now we are in. So we are going to open this open course. We have 2 messages here, I think. So let's check it. And let's see what we have here. We have the Government of Ireland Postdoctoral Fellowship 2026. No. Government of Ireland Postgraduate Scholarship. This is what we're going for, the second one. So we click on apply. It says begin preliminary eligibility quiz. Yes. So this is the quiz. Let's read this. This is a preliminary eligibility quiz. The information you input in this quiz will determine your preliminary eligibility to apply for the 2026 Government of Ireland Postgraduate Scholarship. If you do not meet the preliminary eligibility criteria, the application will be deemed ineligible and the system will prevent you from accessing the application form. Okay. So please note that a primary academic supervisor may support only one applicant. Okay, we read this earlier. For the Government of Ireland Postgraduate Scholarship Program, Research Ireland is not responsible for connecting applicants with potential supervisor and will not assist in this process. Okay, what they're trying to say here is that you are to do the job of searching for a supervisor yourself. The Research Ireland are not the one responsible for connecting you or helping you to look for a supervisor. You are the one to do that by yourself. So whatever school you have put into, whatever university, maybe it's for example, maybe it's the University of Dublin, or sorry, Dublin City University, or maybe it's Maynooth University, whatever university you've put in, you have to look for a supervisor from that university. And the supervisor must agree that he or she has taken you to be his or a student. Then after that, you can now proceed to fill in this form here. That's after you have a supervisor and the supervisor has agreed to take you on. Now you can fill this form. So let's go to the form. Okay, let's read this one. Not done. Please note that once the application is open, it will auto save after 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, so you make sure you choose the correct answers for the quiz because it auto saves in 2 to 3 seconds. Please note that passing of the preliminary eligibility quiz and provision of access to the application form should be taken as confirmation that all eligibility requirements for the program have been met. If it becomes apparent to Research Ireland at any stage of the application, assessment, or award offer process that an applicant does not meet the eligibility criteria, an application will be deemed ineligible and any award offer shall be withdrawn. Please refer to the GOI call document. Remember the document, this one? They are referring us back to it. Can you see they are referring us back to it? So this document has to be read and understood. This is what will let you know exactly what you're about to do or what you're doing or maybe what you're doing is right or wrong. So you have to read this document well and know exactly what you're doing. So let's go back for more information of the eligibility criteria. So now let's go to the question. It says, the term new entrant refers to an individual who is not currently registered for and will not have commenced the degree program for which funding is being sought. Yes. New entrant refers to someone who has not put in for a scholarship before from Highland. So that's what new entrant means. Like you are a fresh candidate putting in for a scholarship by the government of Ireland for the first time. So that's a yes. Do you have a first class or upper, second class or no bachelor's degree? So this just simply means that for this scholarship, you have to have a first class upper. I said first class upper, sorry. You have to have a first class or a second class upper honors. If you don't have any of this, you don't have a first class, you don't have a second class upper, then don't bother putting in for this. This is not for you. It is just for the above, which is first class or upper second class. So you pick a yes because they are asking if you have it. So it's a yes. Please indicate the type of scholarship you're applying for. So I'll just pick a master's. Whatever applies to you, you pick a. It could be a doctoral, it could be a master's, just pick, but I'm going for a master's now. Have you previously been awarded a research master's structured research masters or third research master's degree, regardless of the research topic or funding source, including but not limited or research to research island. It is a no. I have not been awarded a research master's or any of this before. Any of this, I have not been funded for any of this before. So I just pick a no. Have you had two previous unsuccessful application? No. So if you are feeling this or if you are picking an answer, you have to pick. You have to be smart and you have to I don't know how to put the word, but you just have to be smart because if you have been unsuccessful twice for a scholarship application, indirectly you won't be picked. Automatically you won't be picked. That's just it. You won't be picked. So do you hold or have you previously held a government of Ireland postgraduate scholarship or an enterprise partnership scheme postgraduate grant? No. Can you see the question again? It's just buttressing on this same question. I'm sure they do not want someone who has put in for this application before and they've been refused. They don't want that. Or someone who has been opportune to get a funded scholarship before from Highland. They don't want that as well. So we just pick a no. Do your proposed research deal with any of the following prohibited areas? Of course, it's a no. These areas are prohibited. So your research should not be in any way or it should not be affiliated with any of this. As a primary supervisor based in Irish eligible research body agreed to act as a primary supervisor for you, as I said earlier from this question, I said you must have had a supervisor before before you do this quiz, before you come for this quiz. So I'll just pick a yes. That of course I have a supervisor. So after selecting the Irish, okay, it says all application require a primary supervisor who is willing to supervise the proposed research project. Okay, yeah, I already said that earlier. Primary supervisors may not support more than one. We read this earlier. So we just save the drafts. Okay, we're not done. Oh, this is Irish research body. Irish research body just simply means the university or the school which you have decided to run your program with. So I'll just pick one school now. I'll just pick Dublin City University. I'll just pick DCU. So this Irish research body just simply means the school. These are the schools in Highland. So the school in which you have put in, which you want to have your master's or maybe your doctoral study at. So I just picked one. So whatever school it is you have decided to go with, you put that school here. And it says after selecting the Irish body, please click the Save Draft button to display the primary supervisor. Okay, I'll just save draft. Okay, it's been saved now. Now I can pick my supervisor. So I just pick somebody. Can we all see these supervisors are from DCU, all of them, based on the school that I picked. DCU, Dublin City University, name of DCU. So I just pick somebody. I just pick Alex. So whatever the name of your supervisor is, the supervisor that has agreed to take you as their students, you pick the supervisor's name from the list here. And you see we have loads of them here. You see loads and loads. So you just put the supervisor. So I just picked one because I'm just trying to show you the way around it. And you pick I agree, then submit. Are you sure the input information is correct? If you do not meet the preliminary eligibility criteria, your application will be deemed ineligible and the system will prevent you from completing an application. No alterations can be made to a preliminary eligibility quiz once it has been submitted. Okay, you cannot alter it. So you have to make sure what you have picked is correct. If you know what you've picked is not correct, you can go back again and check it and pick the right answers. because after you submitted based on this, you cannot alter it anymore. So that's just what this is saying. It is therefore important to check and recheck the preliminary eligibility quiz form until you are fully satisfied with all sections before submitting. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with it, so I'll just go on and submit. The network is a bit slow, but just wait. It's going to go through soon. Okay, we're there. So now the quiz has been submitted. Can we see? So we cannot alter anything. We cannot choose correct or nothing. So we just continue to application. Okay, 2 to 3 seconds. Please follow the instruction on top of the application and ensure you wait 2 to 3 seconds for the application to auto-save. Okay? Before leaving the application page, failure to do so will stop you from accessing the application again and from resubmitting the application quiz. Okay. So I'll just wait and see if it's been submitted. Okay, it says you passed the preliminary eligibility quiz. Click the continue to application button below to proceed. Okay. So it says I can proceed now. So I'll just proceed. Yes. So we can see it's actually easy. It's not something really difficult to do. So now that we have passed that one, it's going to bring us to another place. Submit application. Okay. So now we are here. This is my name, Mary Haze, my email. And okay, yeah. Okay. It's just showing me all of that. So it says, welcome to Research Island's online application system. Thank you. The application also saves 2 to 3 seconds. Okay. To edit your application, you must be in edit mode. Okay. Please ensure that you click Save Draft at the bottom of each page before moving on to the next. Okay. Do not use the browser back button any stage as you will lose essential information. Allow application require a primary academic supervisor. Okay, all application we read earlier that we need is a academic supervisor. Applications are reminded. Applicants are reminded that primary supervisor may support no more than one applicant. Okay. All sections must be completed in full before clicking submit application. All right, that's fine. So this says primary and additional participants. You have to read all of this and fill them out. Track record. I won't be doing all of this because I am not applying. I'm just showing you how to do it. So you have to do that yourself. Can you see? There is a place for personal statements. So here it says, please highlight any additional information that has not been included elsewhere in the application, such as why do you wish to pursue a higher degree by research? Why have you proposed this research topic? Why do you feel there is a specific demand for the skill set that you wish to build? Why are you particularly suited for this research field? Which of your attributes demonstrate your capability to be a good researcher? E.g., motivation, commitment, thirst for knowledge. So, in a short word, what you are actually supposed to do here is to write a very convincing personal statement that when anybody sees it, they will be genuinely convinced that indeed I'm going to award this to this person, to this man or to this woman. So that is just what this personal statement here means. And we can see is just 500 words. Just 500 words. So it has to be very convincing. Really, really convincing. So that is for that. And training and career development plan. You go through this one as well. You have to put in something here too, but this is 1,000 words. So you have to put your training and your career development plans here as well. Proposed research. Let me see. You also do this. Your project title, whatever you would love your title to be for your project, you put in it. So you just go through the form and fill out the form, and you're good to go. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. So that is exactly what you want to do. But make sure you read this GOI yourself, which is the call. Do you remember this call document? Yeah, the call document. Make sure you read it yourself. It's really important so that you can actually know what you're doing. I can't go through it with horse because it is really, really bulky and it's long. And this video will be so long if we decide to sit down here and go through all of this. But I've taken you through on how to go about your application. So after you're done reading this call right here, I think you will be good to go on what exactly you are doing. So this brings me to the end of this video. I think it's a bit long, but hopefully this is detailed enough and it will help one or two persons who is planning to apply for the scholarship. So if you've enjoyed my video and you found one or two things to pick from this video, kindly subscribe, guys. Subscribe, like, share to your friends, your families, who you think might need this, who is planning to apply for a scholarship or something. You can send it to them and they can also benefit from this. Thank you, guys, and do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe, guys, like capital on subscribe. Thank you so much and catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.